we got the Cincinnati Bengals. Everyone knows they spent a ton of money on Chase and Higgins. Burrow's on a huge contract. They were able to re-sign BJ Hill, but we don't know what's going to go on with Trey Hendrickson. He may or may not manage to stay in Cincinnati. He could hold out. He could get traded. We really don't know, and they might not know until even after the draft. So for me, they got to prepare for sort of both situations, and I think there's a really, really good way to do that. There are edge players here on the board. Of course, they could go corner with a guy like Will Johnson, but for me, you want to focus on the trenches here, especially when it comes to edge over defensive tackle. And your options are Jalen Walker, like I said, the tweener linebacker, Mykel Williams, who's kind of like a less developed Shamar Stewart, Donovan Ezeraku. He's kind of like your fundamentally sound, shorter defensive end, and then Nick Scorton also has a lot of potential to be kind of a handful, as he's like 6'3", but very, very built. So he could be a good replacement. But I think Mykel Williams is the quality guy that you're going to want here, because if Trey Hendrickson ends up staying, that's your best case scenario. He can sit and learn behind him if he's not ready, and learn from someone who is of a similar stature. But if he ends up leaving, well, I would hate to use the phrase throw him into the fire, but one of the fastest ways to learn is to just get out there and do it. Amarius Mims, someone they drafted for a similar reason on the offensive side last year, ended up getting in there, and he was able to perform pretty well.